Amelia Island Concours weekend is a weekend that never disappoints. Last year was insane, and this year was equally so. Although I didn't capture as much footage as I did last year, I did certainly take quite a few pictures, and I will be sure to put them in one of these segments of this video. But certain things didn't make the cut, and those will remain with me forever. But what I do have to share, I will be sure to share as much of it as I can. It was an amazing weekend, so sit back, relax, and enjoy my experience of Amelia Island Concours 2018.
Right! Action! Camera! It's all there!
Alright, so we're starting here in the parking garage as we usually do, because we're here to see something special.
Is that a SLR 722 or just...
It looks like a 722, but I'm not totally sure. We'll wander over there in a second. We're here to see something particularly special, and I think other people are here probably looking at similar things. No, actually it doesn't look like it. But anyway, we've got all of the Martini racing cars, and then 275, which is like my favorite car on the planet, but we're looking for a very specific car, and then we'll come back.
Holy shit.
Alright, so here's the difference between millionaire and billionaire. It's ridiculous. Alright, so this is kind of the car we came to see. Last year we had the great fortune of seeing the McLaren F1 LM. This year we have the great fortune of seeing a CLK GTR just parked in the parking tank. With no cones around it, no tape around it, nothing.
And no one.
No one
standing around.
What? We're not joking.
Everyone's overlooking at the AMG Concept 1.
Meanwhile,
This is here.
one of the most significant cars of the 1990s is parked next to an air vent. Alright, so just a quick look around it. So we're here still by ourselves. Nobody's here. So center lock wheels, just like you'd expect. We were talking about what must be the only parts that must be standard and shared with the CLK. So the hood emblem, the grille is way too wide, so that's not it. That indicator light, maybe, possibly the door handle, definitely the tail lights. Those are definitely shared with it. But other than that, and maybe some switchgear and some fastening hardware, it's pretty much bespoke to itself. And I love the aero intakes. You just don't see stuff like that anymore. And you want to talk about a wing, that thing puts the F40 to shame with just how wide it is. It's just like, it's a huge wing and it's wide. That's just, oh, it's insane. And everything about this car is incredible. And amazingly, it's on Pilot Super Sports. I would have thought that this would have been on like Sport Cup 2s or something, but no, just on Super Sports. Which is crazy. So, yeah, it's got a little tow hook in the front. Fog lights, which you can't even get on a normal car now. Yeah, that's ludicrous. That's pretty crazy. That's pretty nuts. Just go underneath the there are cool cars, and then there's that. Walk into the fucking thing. Yeah, that's not exactly that's not exactly a normal.
Because it was like that perfect, like...
Alright, so here's the new Gelandewagen. It looks very bizarre being smoothed off. That's sort of a different thing. Not used to seeing stuff like that. When you think G-Wagen, you think like square. Oh look, and no exposed screws. But I'll bet you pop that cover off and there are probably four Phillips underneath that to take it off. But yeah, even the mirrors being sculpted, that's it's weird on this car. It just looks strange on a G-Wagen. Alright, now we're over at RM Sotheby's. The auction's moved up, but there's some very cool stuff here this year, as per the usual. But this Peugeot kind of takes the prize as being one of the cooler cars. 205. Yeah, something about cars from the 80s, whenever they have a factory wide body kit on them, it just makes the car instantly better.
Definitely.
Instantly better.
And that font. That font
and
is
that
amazing.
Font. Yep. Get ready to turn on Blue Monday. Yeah, so check this out. 14 original miles on a Diablo VT. Really unique color combination too.
It's the special edition. It's one of 42.
One of 42. That's remarkable.
Yeah. Original tires.
Yeah, original tires, so careful, you're gonna pull a Paul Walker. I don't think it's too soon for me to say that.
But 25th week of 01. So
25th week of 01. That's crazy. It's funny to think those tires are older than my youngest sister. That's the thing about being here, is that you get desensitized to seeing these cars. Anywhere else in the world, it's like, oh, no problem. Anywhere else in the world, you just I flip out to see these cars drive around, but nope, here it's just like, oh, another slant nose. Ooh, another slant nose. What color do you prefer? So here's an LM002, which I haven't seen in a while. Is that color it's not period correct, I don't think.
I don't know.
It doesn't look like it, but anyway, and then 330 GTC, 365 GTB4, and a 365 GTC, and then a 70th anniversary edition F12. And then we've got some other cars down here, but yeah. Yeah, that's the other one we get desensitized to a lot. We see a lot of Mercedes McLaren SLRs. Alright, so this is a pretty special car. So this is a BMW E46 M3 GTR, and the reason I say that is because the GTRs did get V8 engines. However, this one has a racing S62 in it, which obviously, being an E39 M5 fan, is kind of like the holy grail. So seeing that in person is pretty crazy. Well, for those of us who worship at the altar of the S62, or as Stephen correctly said, the P62 in this particular case, there it is. Non-Vanos. It's kind of cool. White expansion tank, which is shocking. I'm surprised it's not yellow, but boy, that's pretty trick. Remote reservoirs. Yeah, that's pretty cool. The interesting thing, of course, is that it is a manual, but there's no leather. Oh man, I wouldn't know what to do with myself. Alright, so we're walking around the show field now, just killing a little bit of time until Emerson Fittipaldi is over there to sign or take pictures. But here it is. Here's over at BMW E31 850 CSI. It's just unbelievable. And Hellrot, I believe. It's either Hellrot or Cinnabar, but I think it's Hellrot. But yeah, that's the real deal there. Oh,
I think this one will fit.
that's amazing. For a 250 Tour de France. Oh god. Alright, so we're over on the field now. For those of you Formula 1 fans, Emerson Fittipaldi is going to come up pretty soon, take pictures with his cars, which should be pretty cool. I'm looking forward to that. Emerson Fittipaldi is one of the nicest people I've ever met, and in addition to meeting him, I got to meet other automotive icons that I've been reading about for a long time. This is a 991.2 GT2 RS, which is unbelievable in person, and this is a McLaren F1 high downforce kit, HDK, which was just parked at the Omni for no reason, not for the show or anything. It was just there. This is a Jaguar XJR 15, which is incredibly rare, and seeing one was unreal. And so was this, a 959 in full rally livery. This is Brock Yates and Dan Gurney's Daytona that set the Cannonball record, and this is Valentino Balboni, one of Steven's heroes. The rest of the footage in this film is just of cars leaving the show, which certainly was my favorite part of the weekend.
Like the contrast. No, you can't. He's like, I'm cool. I can handle this.
That's up on. Excellent. Behind you, sorry. That's right. I can rest the camera on top of your head. I mean, if you want to get hit by something.
Even that's so quiet.
Right. Check it out.
Yeah, I don't give two shits about that.
Oh, Paul, they only gonna get Cadillac like that. That's the only American they do right now.
Yes, that's a pretty rare one.
But
Well, they're all rare. All the ones here are rare.
well, it's a you can go around this way. But that'll be
Where's he going?
It's over, boys. It's done.
Oh my god.
I didn't even get pictures. I want the reverse door handles for my own car.
That's really cool.
This is now it's $100,000. Yes. They made it. We're not this well, only 7. About.
worth it.
Oh, it's worth every penny. I'm $100 still. I didn't think it'd be that much.
Perfect. Well, we're the last ones on this section of for the cars and coffee.
Do a burnout. Do a barrel roll. Quick. Do a barrel roll. Yeah. Don't do it. No.
Amelia Island 2017 set impossibly high expectations for this year, but Amelia Island 2018 more than lived up to them. In addition to getting to meet some of my automotive heroes, I got to see cars that I had only ever read about, and seeing them in person is very special. That's what makes this event so great. You have access that you just don't get at other car events. So if you haven't been to Amelia Island, go. Although there are memories I wasn't able to share with you here because I didn't take pictures or didn't take video, I had a great time, and I hope this gives you a small taste of what it was like, and I can't wait to go back next year. That's awesome.